Hi, Cancer. How are you on this rainy Sunday? I am bringing you your 2020 outlook. I'm going to go through the repetitive spiel that I have said on all the other ones, so I apologize if you've heard it a million times. But just in case this is the first one that you're watching, I wanted to go ahead and provide a summary of how this is going to work. So, again, this is a general reading. Take anything that resonates, toss the rest. If nothing is resonating for you, then I suggest that you check out the other aspects of your natal chart, your moon sign, your rising sign, Venus, other planets. You might be surprised to find that you have a lot of fire that really dominates your chart, for example. I have included a link down below where you can check that information out for free. So, what we're going to do first is I'm going to pull a spread that, in the typical style, if you've watched any of my other elemental videos, that I do. And what we're going to kind of do here is take a look at 2019. What has this year been like for you energetically? Any types of major events, themes that jump out? Usually there's one or two things that kind of just really catch my attention. Usually, it's very strongly a romantic situation, a job situation, or family drama or health or something like that. We kind of see where, timing wise, how this year is shaping up for you. And if that's resonating, then I encourage you to follow me over on Vimeo for the extended version. That is $7.77. That link is down below as well. But before we go over there, I'm going to pull cards to look at the theme for you for 2020, as well as the changes you can expect in the year. And also, when we go over to Vimeo, I am going to pull the Angel Answers cards. Those can be, cards that are yes, no, timing, sort of just a general overview feel of a situation. So if you are going to join me over on Vimeo, then I suggest that you think of a question that you're hoping that you get some enlightenment on in this reading. It could relate to something that comes out in the spread or something completely unrelated that I don't even talk about, but that answer, would be meant for you. That's the intention. So we'll see how that works. So right now, again, I'm going to pull a spread just for 2019, and I've been called to use the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue, and this is actually the first traditional tarot deck that I bought. This is the deck that I learned how to read cards on, and it's a little bit funny because it's very odd. It's not a normal suits. For example, you can see fire here is actually wands, and there's some different names for some of the major arcana, but it's just a very gentle energy, and I felt like that would really resonate with you guys being water signs. And there's also some commentary at the bottom of these, which sometimes I find is kind of insightful with the situation that's coming out. For example, if you get the Tower, normally that's not a good card, but when you get it here, there's some insight usually that ties into the situation, and it's kind of cool how that all works. So, okay. So without further ado, get started here. Messages for Cancer for 2019. What was the year like for Cancer? What messages do you collective? Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. These are very beautiful cards. Very beautiful cards. You may not see it that way when we start out, but okay, let's see what we've got. So I feel like the year started out for you very much in maybe a confident, fiery, passionate energy. You may very well, if you're a female watching, you may have been dealing with a fire sign male as well. It doesn't have to be, but we have the King of Wands energy presenting itself sort of to ushering in this new year. Um, I think you were trying to maybe get a new outlook on life, possibly work on yourself, work on healing yourself, because we have the Six of Cups here. I feel like there was definitely maybe some confidence in overcoming some of the things that you've maybe been through as a child. But I feel like those things, whatever those issues are, can, at least in the beginning of the year, especially the spring, I feel like they were haunting you and kind of making things stagnant in your life. Um, we have, the number one card that came out, the first card that came out was the Five of Cups. That's an energy of kind of crying over spilled milk. It's things not turning out the way you hoped. Um, kind of looking behind you, not looking ahead. And I think, I'm getting an energy of staying in a situation, maybe trying to repair something, um, that just, trying to, like, I'm getting kind of like this thing where, you're trying to pick up these cups and they keep spilling and you're kind of just giving of yourself. And there's this beautiful energy ahead and forward, but you're not willing to turn forward. And I think some of that is due to your own healing that perhaps you needed to do from your childhood. And there was sort of the stuck energy where you weren't really going within you to figure out what it is you really wanted. Um, it was more trying to externally fix everything, and realizing too that you can't fix others if you haven't fixed yourself. Getting some of that energy, um, and kind of, with this King of Wands, there's kind of an energy of, trying to be everybody's everything. Um, I'm getting definitely some energy where you should have been in hermit mode. You should have been kind of focused. Let's see what this hermit card says. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. Yeah, more working on you. During the beginning of the year, that wasn't happening. But then I feel like something shifted, something changed within you. I don't know if you just had enough, like you got to the end of your rope. I'm kind of getting that. That's sort of that. The Ten of Wands is sort of like you've just got, you've had enough. You're carrying the burden. They're not sharing the burden with you. You're putting in all the effort in the situation. So it got to this point, and I'm thinking like August, because we have like the eights here. Actually, we just have one eight, but that really just stood out to me. And it's an Eight of Wands, which is Leo season, fire. I think by August, it's like something just snapped. Things start happening at once. You may have gotten a new job. It's this card even says, delays are over, events happening at a fast pace. Things are happening all at once. But whatever these changes were for you, it moved you into calmer waters. Six of Swords. Things started looking up. The end of a difficult situation. You may also have traveled as well. But again, whatever this energy is, it was swift and it was fast, and it's taking you, to this, things being out of balance, and you're realizing, okay, I can accept help from others, and it's time for me to stop maybe focusing so much on everyone else. I'm going to close out these unhealthy cycles, these toxic patterns. We've got the World here. That's why I was saying this is beautiful energy. This is the type of energy you want to be in. 2019 was definitely a year for many people, many people, of karma clearing, of just really discovering who they are and what they want out of life. And look at this. This is so beautiful. There's this guy has golden wings, and there's infinity symbols all around. It's kind of like coming full circle. I'm getting definitely coming full circle. Two plus one, is three. That's like my Holy Trinity card. Um, so if you're on a sacred partner path, this is definitely showing you're on the right track for that, to manifest that. I could see that something that's happening for you in 2020. I mean, obviously we'll take a look at that. I'm going to make a note here for sacred partner coming out. But yeah, because we've got the infinity symbol showing up here, job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. I feel like you're, if you aren't awakened, you're definitely on this path of awakening. Um, I'm getting that, when you started out the year, you were the, holding all the wands. You were the one doing all the work, giving of yourself, um, pouring your love and your time into something. Could have been a job, could have been a romantic relationship. I'm definitely, it's whatever it was, your emotions were out of balance. Okay. And you weren't really doing the necessary work on yourself, um, to heal yourself and to be like, why am I putting up with this? Why am I letting this person drain me or this situation drain me? And then when something finally snapped for you, again, I'm getting like August, things just really started falling into place. You started realizing that, when you take care of you, and again, with the 10 of Wands, tens are also about closing out cycles. So you've got the 10 and the world. Um, you start putting the work into your, the things you want, and you don't feel guilty about it. I'm getting the sense, you, especially as a water sign, you probably are the type that, is caring and nurtures others. And there's this guilt factor of, well, I've got to do this for so and so, and they're my family or they're my friends, or I've got to help this person, even if they're draining me. And I think finally, once you've like, took all these wands off your back and was like, I've got to focus on me and my happiness and my strength, things really started to improve for you. And so what we've got, closing out this year, um, is Nine of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. I mean, that's why I said that's just beautiful energy. Nine of Pentacles is about, focusing on yourself, working on yourself, building a foundation for you. You might be starting a business venture, you might be starting a new job, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So I'm just a successful, career, anything like that. I'm just getting that you're really finding happiness within you. And that's why things are more balanced, because you're realizing once you fill your own cup, you give to yourself, that you can then, step into. I'm just getting that, the King of Wands is, definitely an energy about confidence, but I'm picking up in here, it can be, yes, he's idealistic. That's the word that I was looking for. It's kind of like altruistic, idealistic, trying to like take on too much and carry all these wands yourself, which is not a stable energy. It's a very much demanding on you. It's draining. But you're finishing out the year as the King of Earth, which is solid. The King of Pentacles, generous, professional, responsible, practical. I'm getting balanced, very much a balanced energy here. Successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. It's like things are really starting to come full circle for you. Again, like anything you want. With this, we've got this infinity symbol, which is representative of the Magician. We don't have that here. But I'm just getting that, there's just a lot of prosperity coming, I feel like. I'm going to write that word down. Prosperity. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have ego, which is the devil. Really focused on material things, negative fear-based thoughts. I'm thinking, I think maybe there's still a little bit of, fear coming into a situation. I see sort of, I'm picking up on yeah, because the Lovers is right underneath that. Holy crap. Okay, so, and we'll look into this in the extended, but see this beautiful angelic woman, behind him, and he's wearing this ego mask. Ego mask is what, we also often call the devil. It's usually out of fear. It's not really ego that it's actually the opposite. It's that they lack confidence in, belief in themselves in some manner. So I think that there's been this kind of, change and work that's in progress that's happening, but I'm picking up there's still some fear, especially if, you've just maybe met someone Yeah, let's see, negative or fear-based thoughts. Yeah, the lovers, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. Because the fact that these were back to back, and this is also a major arcana, um, and it could definitely be sort of a, I'm getting, because we have the Six of Cups here along with the lovers, both are sixes. That can be some past life, you know, type of a connection that's coming in. And so I'm picking up, there's some fear around this. This is, we've got the Ten of Pentacles combined with the lovers and the ego mask. Very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things. Ten of Pentacles for me is one of the ultimate cards, along with the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. It's kind of like the completion. It's like everything you've wanted in the physical, because the 10 is about closure, right? Um, Happening, finding that happy fairy tale ending. And I'm getting that there's fear here, probably tied to this other situation that happened at the beginning of the year where you were giving yourself to somebody and you're thinking, this is just too good to be true, right? Because there's some fear here. Three of Swords, this Three of Swords energy. So I'm thinking maybe there's some heart healing that still needs to be done. We will look into that in the extended. I'm going to write down. Okay. Yeah, because we've got the Five of Wands coming out, conflict. So you may be in your head somewhat about this situation, and therefore not speaking your truth. The King of Swords energy, yeah, and Six of Wands. Just there's a fear, I think, that it's won't, whatever this is, this opportunity won't work out because of what has happened in the past. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to look at, let's look at your theme. Let's look at Cancer's theme for 2020. And like I said, we'll get more in depth into this, but this will just give you a preview. That way you can decide if it resonates or not and you want to watch the extended. So the theme is for 2020 for Cancer. Okay. So yeah, round and round. 2 + 5. I feel like there's still some lessons, maybe, you know, that you're going, like, it could just be that you're going round and round in your head, worrying about the situation. You may be facing another test that's coming in. We're going to look at this. We've got To Be Fair. All right, let's see what this comes out. Let's do a clarifier on that. I just caught fire. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that's about. All right, and we got a change in the wind. Okay, so I think what that's, okay, that's making sense now. I think this is about finding balance. Yeah, finding balance and trusting that the tide is turning and things are changing for you, and not keep, you know, going round and round, you know, until you heal this heart chakra issue and clear that out. I think some of the same issues may keep manifesting. You may keep having these same fears come up. You may stay stuck, and possibly miss out on opportunities of things that are coming in. But we're going to look at that. We're going to look into the spread in the extended. So what about what changes are coming? Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to take a look at this because it's not meshing with this other stuff here. Adult children, parental care. So what I'm getting right now for adult children could be childhood wounds that are coming up. The Six of Cups, that could be why that's here, why we've got the ego mask. There could be abandonment wounds. Definitely some of that going on. Parental care, it could mean, and again, we'll look into this in the extended, but it could mean that you have issues to heal with one or more of your parents. It could literally mean that you have parents with health issues that could arise, but I don't think it's that. So finances and new career came out as well. So let's see, yeah, finances and new career. So if that is resonating for you, then I suggest that you join me on Vimeo. If you don't, then I hope some of my other videos will resonate for you, and I wish you a beautiful 2020.